and yeah.
It's okay. Again, from the top.
This is Clutch Cuts. My name is Darrius, also known as Clutch. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I'm 26 years old as of last Sunday. I currently live in California for the last 3.5 years.
Why did you pick the name Clutch, and what does it mean to you?
I picked the name Clutch because it was a childhood name that I kind of gave myself, only on the sense that I was always there for people, and they would say, "Oh, they came in clutch," or you know what I'm saying. Or if I was on a basketball court, I made clutch shots. You know what I'm saying. Definitely looking at the legendary basketball players that I watch, such as Ray Allen, Stephen Curry, who else? Reggie Miller. Those are so that name definitely describes who I am when it comes to being there for people or looking out for people.
Congratulations are in order because you recently featured in San Diego Reader's Holiday Pride Marines out of downtown Oceanside, where author Ken, is it Layton?
Kensington.
Okay. Mentioned how Pop Sanders gave you your break and allowed you to work as an apprentice. How was that experience for you, and where did your interest from cutting hair come from?
Ooh, that's a lot. So if I had to really answer that question, it kind of goes back to when I was in Japan. I lived in Japan for about 3 years, and I used to have some of the worst haircuts. It states it in the story if you actually read it. But going back to that, being there, I had the most jacked up hairlines. I would have to grow my hair out sometimes. I would have to go without haircuts, just get the fade, just to be in regulations for the military. So I started dipping and dabbing in, you know what I'm saying, trying haircuts out on my friends or whatever the case can be, somebody that may getting late on getting a haircut. And it picked up some type of interest. I've actually grew up in a barbershop. My uncle owned this barbershop for over 25 years. He did prior 8 years in the military, and then once he got out, he owned his first barbershop. So with that being said, I've had it around me for years. My cousin cut my hair my whole life, and the first time I ever let anyone else cut my hair was when I went to boot camp. And then when I came back from Japan and I got here, I showed a little bit more interest into it. Someone mentioned it, and it was like a switch that clicked off in my head, and I said, let's do this. I think about 6 months into school, at this point everybody's like, yo, like you really doing your thing, like you're posting your cuts and everything like that. And I think it was a particular haircut I did, and a particular person I talked to that really encouraged me to say, let's see if I can work at a barbershop. So I walked down Oceanside Coast Highway, and right before school, I got off work a little bit early and I walked down to every single barbershop and I asked them, are you hiring right now? Are you looking for barbers or whatever the case may be? And I went to literally, and I asked every single one. I gave them, I had cards, everything. I gave them cards, I showed them my work. Once I got to Richard's barbershop, which is unisex barbershop, house of style, I left my information, and it was crazy because I think maybe a week later I made it to school and they said, "Oh, you have a missed call." They left their number and their information. I went on break and I actually called them, and Richard answered the phone. He said, "When would you be able to come in? Would you be able to come in Friday and we can kind of talk and sit down?" And we kind of bonded because he was prior military himself. Him being prior military and then having the drive that I had and the passion behind the chair, and actually learning under him, and I learned more. He really trusted me with the clippers in my hand, and he wasn't worried about whatever haircuts I was doing. He critiqued me after, but it was more the business side I kind of learned from him, and how to move and how to be professional, and how your business should run. And he took notice to that for sure. I love him to death. Rest in peace to him. But he definitely instilled a lot in me.
Were you nervous that first day?
Was I nervous? No. I never showed a moment of notice. nervousness to anyone. That's just always been me. I kind of hold it in, even if I am. But I think my first, not really. It was just I'm there. You know,
okay.
I'm ready for whatever. I think my first haircut was kind of nervous, like a nervous moment, but not too bad.
So clearly, cutting hair is more of an experience than it is a job for you. You mentioned in one of your highlights on your Instagram that it's not what the client can do for you, it's what you can do for the client. Can you elaborate on that?
I love that quote only on the sense that it was me watching Instagram, it was me watching other barbers. It was, I think I was going through a thread one day, and the clients were kind of complaining about prices that some barbers actually price themselves at, or the barber was complaining about the client, like, hey, this is what I do, I mean, it is what it is. So it was a back and forth thing. So it took in my mind, and I said, it doesn't matter what you do, or it doesn't matter how much the client pays you, it should be about the services that you provide. Why? Because when you're in ability to serve someone, that should be the only point. I don't care how much money that you pay me, when you're passionate about something, because that holds way more value, you know.
What advice have you been given that helped you achieve your goals?
What advice have I been given? Just to keep at it. That's when you're thinking about doing anything in life. My favorite quote is from Martin Luther King. He said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step." Right? And that's with absolutely anything. When you have an idea, when you have a goal, when you have a thing that you're working on, or whatever case may be, just do it. You know what I'm saying? I love Nike because that's a for sure thing. Just do it. Why worry about the outcome? The moment that you're worried about the fearness of failing or whatever case may be, then that's when you're gonna fail, and it's never gonna be a learning experience for you, because you already had the expectation of failing. Right. Just do it and see what the outcome is and learn from it. Experience will always be your best teacher, so if you don't take upon experiencing and actually taking the action, trial and error, then what's the point? You don't know what winning is unless you failed before. So that's the biggest advice. Go ahead and just do it.
What are your experiences and thoughts being a business owner amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and how are you staying safe?
Staying safe, but just simple precautions. You know what I'm saying? I think the big rise on COVID is a lot of people are not taking precautions as far as sanitation, just washing your hands frequently, touching less things. If you don't have to touch it, don't touch it at all. So those little key points there.
Going forward, what is something that Clutch Cuts is looking forward to, whether that's a franchise or donating your promotions, etc.? What are you looking forward to?
Well, Clutch Cuts is definitely a laid back gentleman's barbershop. You know, we welcome families. We welcome someone to come in and know they're getting a good haircut. That's bottom line. But for more, I want to know that Clutch Cuts stands as part of the community. Whether we're doing community relations or we're supporting other businesses around us, because that's a big negativity there. If businesses don't work together, then what are we all here for? When you're sitting in a community, it's a family. You know, people know you from all the way to the East Coast, West Coast, the overseas, whatever. I mean, especially I'm not saying that because of the military aspect, because that's what unisex was. If you're thinking you ask somebody where to go on Facebook to get a haircut, and they're gonna say that place, because then they may be coming from Virginia, you know, and then I'll be in California, and I'll be checking into Camp Pendleton. They're gonna say, go ahead and go to that place. So I want that same energy, that same effect on whether it's the military. Like I said, it's a military town, but the community in general. When they walk by, they wave. You know, that's a thing for me.
What do you think Pops would think of or say about Clutch Cuts Barbershop?
He'd be happy. He wouldn't know what to say. I'll tell you that much. He wouldn't know what to say. He'd shake my hand, he'd look me in the face, and he said, "You did that, Pope. You did that."
So what is next going forward? What do you want viewers and those listening to know?
What do I want y'all to know? I want y'all to know that I didn't do it for myself. I did it for everyone else. Needless to say that I won't always be here, but Clutch Cuts will stand here. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that I represented you all in the way that you have a place to come and you guys know, and you guys will refer to other people. But the biggest thing is that it continues to grow, and I can't do that without the support that I've been getting. Someone coming in here and then actually paying for a haircut, I don't look at it as I just charge somebody. I look at it as support. You come here, you're supporting me, you know what I'm saying, and I give that support 10 times fold back.
Is there anybody that you would like to shout out?
I would like to shout out my mom. When I was coming up, she gave me 3 options, which was military, college, or a trade. And I'm happy to say after 7 years of being away from home, I actually accomplished 2 of those things. Like I said, 7 years in the military and then picking up a trade. So yeah, I thank her, and it's definitely been a blessing. A second person I want to shout out is him himself, is God. Definitely nothing is possible if you don't believe, and you have something. I would say you believe in something more than yourself, in a higher power, or you know, because if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. You know, Morris Mayfield definitely gave me some guidance over the years. My 7 years in the Marine Corps, which he's very inspirational. Why? Because he started his own business as well. A few years back, called Macassier Clothing. You know, he's an amazing leader, amazing entrepreneur, and he's definitely been an innovation to a lot of people, or inspiration to a lot of people. Another person I want to give a shout out to, was helping me make Clutch Cuts look the way it does, is WB. He's actually partnered with his wife. They own their own gallery as CAE Gallery. Definitely followed them on Instagram. But my mural, he definitely saw the vision and what I wanted my barbershop to look like. And he helped me put in that work. And that mural, he said it would take him a week to do. But once he got to know me, after his prior service in the Navy, and he saw a Marine doing what I'm doing, he said, I'm definitely going to take this personal. He ended up spending 3 weeks doing my mural.
Wow.
So,
yeah. It turned out dope.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely fits the picture of what a barbershop should be, you know, just a little bit of art, you know. Oh, another person I want to shout out is Natasha O'Brien. Recently we did a logo which came out amazing. It'll definitely be posted almost everywhere I can think of, but she did that with the vision, like I said, another vision that I had of how I want to be branded as a barbershop. So I thank her for doing that. That was Stasher and Gibson. He actually works with me now at Clutch Cuts, but he took notice. He took notes. He watched. I definitely mentored him in a way with his mind, how to develop. But the first thing I told him before you pick up these pair of clippers, I don't want you to do it because you're looking for a new hustle, or you want to make some extra money. Like, do it because you're passionate about it, and it will take you a lot further than what you know. And that's being able to say that you're connected with people, because it is a way of connection. You know, half the time with a barber, you become someone's therapist half the time.
But I want to thank you for sitting down with me today, taking the time out. Any last thoughts? Any last comments?
I want to say I thank you for actually taking interest in my barbershop, myself, and being able to support. Like I said in their interview, support is a huge thing, and we all have to be able to support each other. that's pretty much it. But I'm definitely ready to start up my engine and just keep going on the path that I'm going on, and just stay tuned.
Shit real quick. It's recording right now?
Yep, go ahead. Go on.
Hey, my name is Sergeant Till, and just got my hair cut by Mr. Darrius himself. I appreciate it. Yeah. Currently stationed in Yuma, Arizona. Had to come all the way to Yuma, from Yuma to here, get my hair cut by my boy. You know, we've been doing this since the boat. You know, you see it. Hey, y'all come get your hair cut by my boy. He's gonna make you right.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna got down. I'm gonna send it to you. I always do. Yeah.
All right.
You are done.
Do the what? Do the what?
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. Ugh. Ugh. Are you done?